Hello everyone, and welcome to episode 14 of Final Fantasy IX. At the end of last episode, we were tasked with finding four fragments of Rama, and if we find all five of them, I think it's five, right? Yeah, if we find all five of them, then we will get Rama as our first Eidolon, and we'll finally be able to use Summon with Garnet is what I think that means. Before we start, I think I'd just talk a little bit about, as we get into a battle here, about what I'm thinking of the mechanics of the game so far. And I'm finding ooh, this thing looks intimidating. This is a frightening looking warthog thing. Let's hit it with Raphira. But I'm finding the mechanics pretty fun with the abilities. It's definitely reminiscent of, in some ways, of Final Fantasy VI, where you would equip an Esper to a character, and then they would slowly learn the abilities that the Esper has. But I like this a lot more than Final Fantasy VI, because in Final Fantasy VI, everyone could learn every single spell. And that's all that you really learned. You just learned the individual spells. How much is this going to do to us? Whatever, I'll attack. But in this game, not everyone can learn every single thing, and that keeps the characters a lot more unique. Because in Final Fantasy VI, like, everyone had their unique ability, and some of those abilities were like really, really good, and some of those were just not. And then outside of your innate ability that you just had, you didn't really have that much customization. And this item system where you're learning, I don't know what people call it, but this item system where you equip things and you learn abilities, and then you have a certain amount of points to spend on abilities, so you don't actually have access to all of your abilities at the same time. I think that that's a lot more interesting, because I'm actually like making choices about what abilities I want and things like that, while keeping my characters more unique in terms of what they can do. So I like that a lot. And comparing it to Final Fantasy VII, what's in this chest? A mithril vest. And I have to check daggers on my equipment. But in Final Fantasy VII, I did really like materia. Materia was fun for me to level. I did have fun leveling the materia and like seeing it, you know, evolve and stuff like that. That was pretty cool. And linking materia together on items. But the downside to materia is that there was a lot of menuing going on. And this, as I say, as I am menuing right now, but there's not as much menuing going on with this system. Oh, did someone just appear? There is someone appearing. So they appear when I leave. I see. So this is one of the fragments. Okay, with Joseph's help, the troop defeated the Adamantoise in the Snowfield Cavern and acquired the goddess spell they needed to enter the Empire's castle. So defeated the Adamantoise on the Snowfield Cavern to get the goddess spell, okay. That's Trooperation. You have 4 to go, so I just found one. I was wondering if I'd have to fight them. Okay, I found the ogre. What is that? What's the ogre? So let's arrange. And the ogre is a sword. It looks like a sword that Zidane can use. Let's check him. Butterfly, sword, and there we go, the ogre. Okay. So I think that Yes, Soul Blade is automatically on. Let's just see what it does. Whoop. What's that? Allows back attack. Draws out the hidden power in Thieves' Swords. Okay. We'll have to try that out. Anyway, I'm gonna go back here because this guy appeared over here. Yes, there we go. The fact that they didn't report Joseph's death to his daughter was indicative of their guilt for failing to protect him. In the end, heroes are also human. Okay, so this Joseph died, but they didn't report his death to his daughter. So does his daughter still not know? Is there anything over here? No, there's nothing else over here. So I wonder who his daughter could be. Like, could Joseph be Dagger's father? Or something? Here you go. On their way home, they fell into a trap set by a traitor. Joseph gave his life to save the troop. Okay, never mind. So much for my, theorizing. His daughter is Nellie. The troop left without telling Joseph's daughter, Nellie, about the tragedy. That's silence, you have 2 to go. Alright, so we've already found a lot of them. Now what I need to do is figure out how to get up onto these branches, which I think I can do right here. So I can get to these chests. Once upon a time, 33 small countries fought together against an empire. One day, a rebel troop visited a man named Joseph, who lived with his daughter. Owing a debt to the troop, he gladly accepted their plea for help. They headed for a cavern in the snowy field. Okay, so these are all completely out of order. That was the first one. And this is where we started. Let's see, so how do I get to that? Can I go this way? I'm trying to go this way. I don't think it's gonna let me. Yeah, so this is not how I get there. Unless I'm like completely missing. I don't think I am though. So I must have to go over this direction. Let's try it. Anyway, we do have a fight. We'll have to use Zidane's ability after we steal from this warthog creature. As they mix, that is wonderful. It's a Zagnol. Alright, we don't have very much mana left on Dagger. Let's use Thunder on this guy. Alright, Soul Blade. That does a decent amount of damage. It's not too terrible though. Speed attack. Here comes Soul Blade. And it casts darkness on it. Oh, that's really good. If it doesn't start using magic, so if that causes its heaves to miss, which I don't know if it will. Yeah, it's going to use Electrocute, so that's not going to be affected by darkness. What does that even do? Did it buff itself? Anyway, this is an accurate hit, so that's probably going to do more damage because of Electrocuted? Is that the case? Anyway, our magic users are low on mana. These things are frightening. I'm not trying to, like, use up their mana in this fight. But now we're low on health, too. Got it. Good job, Zidane. Carrying the physical auto-attacking load. We learned Chemist on Dagger now. So now we can check her equipment. Chemist and Shell. And now we can learn Auto Potion. Now let's get our abilities on. What does this do? Forgot already. Double? Okay. Ability... Equip. We can put on Auto Potion. But right now what I wanted to do is just use some Cure. Boom. And then we'll Cure's game 2. And I guess we should go wait. Ah. Let's do it. We want to get the treasure chest. Mithril Armlet. Learn these, so let's get the Mithril Armlet, which gives us Bug Killer. Now what I do want to do is I want to look through Zidane's abilities right now. Because I don't want Man-Eater, I want Beast Killer. Let's take away Fleagale, and then we can put in Beast Killer. And that'll be really nice against these hogs. Let's also go ahead and use an Ether on Dagger. In case we run into more of those baddies. Two Scorpions. Let's just nuke one of them. One shot. Stolen ore. Ah, it missed us. Now it's time to not use any MP. Poison counter, it missed. Haha. It's almost gone. Dagger will probably get it. Oh, it did poison counter Zidane. Now he is poisoned, and now it's gonna fear us. Youch! Here comes Auto Potion. That's the first time that's triggered for us. And with a whopping 36 damage, Dagger takes it out. And a level up for Dagger. She is so much lower level than our other two characters. But she's still doing great. Alright, back up here we go. That detour did not end up costing us. Anyway, this is the last one. There's one left of me. Are you going to give up? No. Oh, I have to find it somewhere else. I see. Well, that's... Where is it? I thought that was the last one. Unless it's like trolling me and I need to say I gave up and it's like, oh, well, I'm the last one. But I don't think so. I think I still need to find the last one, excuse me. Let's steal that. Now let's use our last Fira. Oh, it critted us. Auto Potion now. Got it. That was not as long as most of these fights. Okay. Let's see, where is the other one? Could it be that it's back here at the beginning part? There we go, I was right. Although Joseph's death was not reported to his daughter, the manner of his death speaks for itself. This is the story of a true hero. That's Hero the Last Piece. Okay, so now do I have to run back to where I just was? I think so. Anyway, I should probably use an ether on Phoebe. So you found all 5. Let's hear the story. However, the story comprises 4 parts. One of them doesn't belong. Be sure to choose only 4. Okay. So it's... let's see. So I have to basically figure out which one doesn't belong. Does the historian's explanation not belong? Oh, never mind, there's 2 historian's explanations. So let's pick beginning first. Which story is next? So then... okay, so we've got to do the 3 parts of the story, I think, and then pick which historian's explanation we like. We'll do cooperation next. But then on their way home, they fall into the trap. That's that. Now, what do I pick? Do I say the fact that they didn't report Joseph's death to his daughter was indicated of their guilt for failing to protect him? In the end, heroes are also human. Or do I say that this is the story of a true hero? So the story... so here, I'm gonna choose hero and not human. This is why. This human thing... so the story is about Joseph. But this human piece is about the companions being the heroes. And they're the heroes, but they're also human. But the hero one is about Joseph, and it's saying that Joseph is a hero. The first one, I don't think that this one is necessarily saying that it's not as much about Joseph, and it's more about his companions, so I'm going to pick the one that's about Joseph. Let's recite your story. Okay, beginning, once upon a time, blah blah blah, the rebel troop is named Joseph. Okay, then the troop defeated the Elementways with Joseph's help and got the goddess bell. They fell into a trap and Joseph died. Although Joseph's death was not reported to his daughter, the manner of his death is for his soul. Story of a true hero. I'm satisfied with my choices. Let me ask you one thing. How come you chose hero for the conclusion? People follow a person who keeps on track. That's why I think a hero who acts in a straightforward manner is remembered for generations. Okay. I want to know what you think, in your own words. Me? I am away from my country, but I haven't forgotten about my people. Your soul is very tense right now. Maybe you'll begin to relax once I become your eidolon. Thank you. There are many paths. Remember that you alone choose the path on which you walk. Received Peridot. Maybe now. Let's go to Lindblum. Okay. So I wonder why we called it Peridot. Hey old man, you're gone already? What's wrong? I wanted to ask him why he made Dagger play such a silly game. Heroic? Human? Those are just things people say after the fact. Why try to give meaning to what the main character of the story chose? I think the old man would have become her eidolon either way. That's the impression I got. I agree. I don't think that there was like a right or a wrong answer. Zidane, Bibi, let's go. You're exactly right. It's not what the people say afterward. What's important is being true to oneself. He may not have realized it, but when she wished to learn how to use summon magic, the summon power returned to her. Summon magic can be used for good or evil. She is still young, but there is room for growth, so I chose her as my master. I'll be watching over her. I hope you two will also protect her. Yeah, of course. Okay. Look, it's Lindblum Castle. There it is, that huge castle that we were in. I don't think we can turn back once we jump off. What do you want to do? Let's jump off now. I mean, we could go back to the Mog and tent, but nah, we're good. Zidane. I want to use summon magic to protect everyone. I know you can do it, Dagger. Zidane. Look. Oh, is that the airship? I clicked out of that too fast. Oh, was the airship attacking Lindblum? There's a lot of airships. There's not just one. They're just annihilating Lindblum right now. And here come the Black Mages to launch the ground invasion. Those lights must be telepods. They're sending black mages directly inside the castle. In Clara, they use summon magic afterwards. No! Mother! Mother! Dagger! What is that? Oh, so that wind is blowing away the Lindblum soldiers and the black mages. So this thing is like eating everyone. It's like a mouth. And it's eating all those people is what it looks like. It's so quiet. So we're in Lindblum now. So of course, Garnet is super sad about this because she has connections to Lindblum, and also she has connections to her mother, who's perpetuating this. Mother, I can't believe you attacked Lindblum. Careful, they might still be around. Vivi, you stay here and hide. No way. It's dangerous here. There are Alexandrian soldiers everywhere. You should stay out of their sight. Okay. Don't fret. We'll be right back. I'm sorry, Vivi. It's okay. Just make it quick. I don't think this is a good idea. Okay, so there are still a lot of people here. That's good. I was wondering if that wind sucked in absolutely everyone. But that doesn't seem to be the case, thankfully. And we do have Alexandrian soldiers occupying the city and not killing everyone, which is good. The people of this country still don't understand. Regent Sid lost the war. Why don't they face the truth? Okay. Mommy! Daddy! Where are you? Please don't leave me here. Yeah, I'm sure there were a lot of civilian casualties. Finish it off. Could I crush its head? How about its chest? Stop it. He's a living creature. What did you say? Braun programmed them to kill, but they're just like anyone else. Okay, so Zidane believes that these things are like Vivi, and that they can become more like Vivi and less like automatons. Because we haven't seen any sign that these other black mages are anything other than killing automatons. Lies. They may look human, but that's where the similarity ends. They destroy everything, like wrecking balls destroy buildings. They don't even know we're made of flesh and blood. Okay, let's see, let's talk to this guy. They didn't even flinch when one of their own got killed. They made monsters seem docile. I don't care if it lives. My friend was burned alive by it. If it's human, make it understand how much suffering it's caused. Make it understand that it killed my only son. Otherwise, my son's death has no meaning. Whoops. Okay. Can we go into any of these buildings? Yes. Yeah, let's take an in break. I wonder if it bumped our health up. I didn't actually look. I didn't look to see if it had restored our health. Mana. When we came here. But either way, it doesn't matter. Let's save our game. Alright, so let's go around and just explore. That's probably what a lot of this episode will be, is exploring the damaged city of Lindblum and just seeing what we can find out. So these transport pods must be all wrecked. All the air pods got shot down. Yeah, and there were people there, but would have been people inside those AirPods when they got shut down. Just normal people. And they're probably all dead now. Can't go in there. I bet we can't go anywhere either, but let's try. I can't believe we wiped out the city in just one night. The Black Mage soldiers and Eidolons are not of this earth. It's as if we've opened Pandora's box. Yep, kind of agree. So was that mouth thing an Eidolon? Rejoice, for you are now a part of the Alexandrian Empire. Okay. An airship fell out of the sky and almost hit me. Thank goodness it was only a small cargo ship. Okay. Take out the ruins. Oh yeah, we can find something. We got a card. Well, I wasn't looking for that, but we'll take it. War is so primitive. Why couldn't they play a card game to settle their differences? I mean, Yu-Gi-Oh! Really had the right idea. Play a children's card game to settle your differences. Although, sending people's souls to the Shadow Realm is a bit intense. And Yu-Gi-Oh! Was the hottest thing for like 1 year. It was the hottest thing when I was in 5th grade, and then I went to middle school and everyone had to like just shelve all the Yu-Gi-Oh! You know, we're too cool for that now. Is someone there? Black Mage just blinded me. What a terrible loss. Oh, do we have something to cure blind? I won't ever see my newborn grandchild's face again. It doesn't look like it's gonna let us cure her blindness. It's not an in-battle kind. Do you know a rebel group called Vigilantes? Oh? We're gonna say no. If you do, you must report it to me right away. Okay. Run this way. Alright, there are still some Lindblum soldiers alive, which is good. The industrial district is gone. And the business and theater districts are also in ruins. Allocate soldiers to the reconstruction. We must get the citizens' lives back on track. Yes, sir. Uncle Artania. Princess Garnet. Master Zidane. Glad to see you're both safe. Where is Uncle Sid? Is the Regent safe? Yes, Princess. The castle was spared. Regent Sid is alive. Thank goodness. I will take you to see him. Okay. Princess Garnet is back. Uncle Sid. Garnet? I thought Braun had imprisoned you. Zidane rescued me. Thank you, Zidane. What? I've missed Sid and his guacs. But Freya, Steiner, and Beatrix were left behind. The renowned General Beatrix. I don't think you have anything to worry about. I don't think so either, Dagger. We wound up in Pinnacle Rocks instead of Treno, but they'll be fine on their own. What? Pinnacle? Did you ride the Gargant? How did you know? It's my job to know the land surrounding my country. However, I sometimes lack foresight. Braun was after the Eidolons. That much I knew. But I underestimated the power of the Eidolons. Maybe I deserve to be cursed with this body. I'm glad you surrendered. Clara resisted and perished. What should I say? What can I do? Hey, we got a live one here. Watch out, it might attack. Hey, this one's much smaller than the others. Okay, so it's Vivi. Ouch. Let me go. I'm not one of them. Then why are you dressed like a black mage? That must be... And here's Vivi. They just chuck him on his face. At least they didn't kill him. We took an Alexandrian soldier into custody. I just said... Did we turn it over to Alexandria? Uncle Sid. Let him go. Master Vivi is not an Alexandrian soldier. It's only a disguise to deceive the enemy. I see. My apologies. I've acquired more information about Queen Braun. A weapons dealer named Kuja is behind the recent string of attacks. Okay, so Kuja is a weapons dealer. Kuja has been supplying Braun with highly advanced magic weapons. Supplying my mother? With weapons? Yes. The Black Mage soldiers are among these weapons. According to eyewitnesses in Treno, Kuja appeared from the northern sky on a silver dragon. That's the guy I saw in Bermesia. That he came from the north suggests that he is from the outer continent. The outer continent? There are many unexplored continents in the world. The outer continent is an unexplored continent located to the north of our mist continent. I believe Kuja is the only one supplying Braun with weapons. The man I saw at the castle must have been Kuja. He must be the one who's corrupting my mother. If we defeat Kuja, you both catch on quickly. Defeat Kuja, and Braun loses her weapon supply. That will be our cue for a counterattack. Challenging Braun now will only result in more casualties. So we crush the source of the evil. Yes, Kuja will find other clients, even if we defeat Braun. I make no excuses for my mother's behavior, but I shan't forgive Kuja for taking advantage of her. But first, we must rescue Steiner and the others. I'm afraid I can't spare any soldiers. They must remain to protect our citizens. Hey Dagger, I'm telling you, they'll be fine. The best Dragon Knight of Bermesia, the female general of Alexandria, and Rusty. How could they lose? Besides, you've got me to protect you. Then I'll look for Kuja. I wanna go too. There's no place for me here. Alright, let's go kick Kuja's butt. Will you lend us the fastest ship in air... Oh my gosh, I could not speak. Will you lend us the fastest airship in Lindblum? That's what I meant to say. Airships can only fly where there is mist, and the mist only exists on this continent. What? That means you can't cross the ocean on an airship. What about the new airship that can fly without mist? It's not ready yet. What? Besides, it's under Braun's control. Braun gave us 2 conditions for our surrender. One was the surrender of the new airship. The other was to hand over the Falcon Claw. The airship I can understand, but what does she want with a piece of stone? I have no idea. Okay, so this must be a piece of that other stone they've been looking for. Alright, we'll take a boat. That's not an option either. The harbor was also seized. Ah, what do you want us to do? Swim? There is a way. There's an old excavation site near the swamp, located north from the castle. Monsters not native to our continent are rumored to appear in the excavation site. The cave, which was found during an excavation, is rumored to lead to another continent. Will this cave lead us to the outer continent? Doesn't sound too reliable. Are you sure? What? I'm not sure. I guess we'll find out. Not knowing is half the fun, huh? Please protect Princess Garnet. We'll prepare the counterattack in the meantime. It's not much, but use it to prepare for your journey. Receive 3,000 gil. I'll wait here, Zidane. Will you get my stuff too? Yeah, that's probably a good idea. Alright, sorry, Vivi. Listen, Lindblum is Alexandrian territory now. You won't be able to come back for a while. Prepare yourself well. Let me know when you're ready. Alright, so this is the part of the show where we finally get to restock on items. And this is the richest we've been in this playthrough. We've got 22,000 gold. Sorry, my shop got destroyed, and I don't have much to sell. Oh, but she does have some things. So, we have lots of Phoenix Stone. Some soft, some antidote. Anointment. Let's get some of these. At least 3. We have 13 tanks, that's fine. It should be fine. Hopefully this will help Alice get back on her feet a little bit. I was thinking about buying a new sword, but everything is so expensive here. I wonder if you'd give me a discount. I raised the price because I don't want to sell them anything. But I'll give you a major discount. There we go. Okay, so we don't need these things anymore. We do have an ice brand already. A partisan, I think that we already... Is a Multina bracket? We definitely want one of those. Did we just get a partisan? I think I recognize that name. I think Freya already has one. But it doesn't say I have one in stock. Stardust Rod. It's another thing for Miss Dagger. Flame Staff we already have. Knife Staff we already have. Lightning Staff we already have. Leather Wrist we have a lot of. Bone Wrists. We've got one. We could get another one, but one's probably fine. Especially if we have mithril armlets to get, which are better. Let's get one mithril armlet for now. Mithril gloves, we have 3, we do not need those. Thunder gloves, we'll just grab one. Do we not have the character who uses thunder gloves yet? I don't know. Oh, are thunder gloves just an armor? They're probably just armor. They're probably just armor, so I'm probably just being silly. I was thinking gloves like boxing gloves. Magus hat we could use. Bandana we have one. A mage's hat we don't have any of those. We better get one. Mithril helm we better grab one. Mithril vest we have. Chainmail. Mithril armor we have. Okay. So that's probably good. Let's check our equipment now. We don't have any upgrades for this. We could get the bronze vest to learn Gelite. Let's do that. Magician shoes we are still using. Now let's check dagger. Mithril rod. We can upgrade reflect. Very cool. That I think, and then we have blind and stone armor, which are also useful. But I really like the idea of reflect. And then here we can pop in the mage's hat. Learn loudmouth. The glass armlet. Trade it for mithril armlet, even though she can't really use it. And the ability up is almost done. Okay. Let's keep wandering, Lindblum. What's over here? Another shop. Why is it not letting me buy stuff? Oh, this is synthesizing. Duh. Okay, so this is something we're gonna have to do. We're gonna have to synthesize some things. I wonder if I have the concentration ability to... just talk about random stuff while I synthesize stuff. I'm not sure. Anyway, we're not done with our fork yet, so we don't want to get these Germinus boots. The Kashusha we could get. The Coral Ring... Let's see, what is... Vivi, I think he already knows. Thundara, like, I think he already has it fully learned. So we can go ahead and grab a Coral Ring. Gold Choker we can pick up. Magician Shoes, we have one. A Barret, I don't want to crash. The Needle Fork yet either. The Power Belt, we have a glass buckle, we need a chainmail, so we could go try and get one. Anyway, while we're just walking around, let's talk about... We'll continue my Final Fantasy short review series. So anyway, the last game we talked about was Final Fantasy IV. And one of the things that I mentioned is that, you know, I had super high expectations for it going in. And that kind of affected how I received it, because I went in with really high expectations. So the really cool advancements that 4 made compared to 1 through 3, I was like kind of expecting that, you know? Final Fantasy V, I actually didn't really have any expectations going into it, because I really hadn't heard anyone talking about it or praising it. And because of that, I was pleasantly surprised by it, because I didn't really go in with lots of expectations, you know? Let's see, what goodies do we have? But Final Fantasy V is another job game, so it's like Final Fantasy III in terms of picking out jobs and such. But one of the cool things that Final Fantasy V does, in addition to having lots of different jobs, is you can pick like a secondary job characteristic where you can permanently learn certain abilities from your jobs and then use those along with your primary job. So you can be, like, let's say a monk who can also use white magic spells. So I thought that was really cool, and it made it more interesting to choose what abilities my characters would have. It was just more customization. And we'll pause it to do the active time event. Oh, the third jewel, so this must be Braun, huh? Yeah, we're in Alexandria Castle. We've started loading the supplies. It took long enough, didn't it? Yes, the Lindblum soldiers won't obey our orders. We must finish before Queen Braun becomes upset. Or is this... yeah, what castle is this? Send all available personnel to the harbor and assist in supplying the fleet. Staying here is pointless now that we have the Felton Club. Yes, ma'am. Okay. Yes, they're definitely trying to collect the stones for whatever reason. They found the story of Final Fantasy V. It wasn't like, you know, super advanced or anything, but I did think it was a nice story. Basically, Final Fantasy V is a story. It's about, you know, the old generation taking up the mantle of the young generation, taking up the mantle of the older generation. And I really like stories like that, because that's just, you know, that's just an inevitability of life. Like, in the end, whatever value we provide to society, like, we're going to die someday, and the generation that comes after us will have to take up the mantle of whatever we're doing to provide value. And that's a cycle that's just going to go on and on and on forever. So stories like that, I like those. I don't really like the pervy old man shtick that they do for, like, comedy. I'm not a big fan of that. Alright, we have already been back here. But I did like, you know, the characters and stuff and the way the story went. There are some kind of silly moments. But overall, I enjoyed Final Fantasy V quite a bit. But at the same time, I don't have, like, that much to say about it, you know? I don't have, like, that many strong opinions on the game. You know, it was a good job-based JRPG. Anyway, I think we've explored everything now. Because if I come up here, I can't get through anymore. Did I go in the store? I think I did, right? Yeah, that's the weapon shop. So we should be good to go. Oh my gosh, I've gotten lost. Here we go. Yeah, we're ready. Follow me. The regent is waiting. Alright, let's do the active time event. Bronze Fleet arrives. Why are they loading food instead of valuables onto the ship? Okay, so they're not, like, looting the city, they're getting food, so they must be piecing out. They're probably going to, like, the outer continent or something. I wonder if they're going to take them all back to Alexandria? Maybe they're going on a very long trip. Stop that chatter and keep loading the ship. Damn them. They think they can walk all over us. We gotta stall more. Let's keep working. Alexandria rules this continent now. Where else can they go and conquer? What do they really want? I don't know, but you know how greedy Braun is. I wonder where we're going next. I don't know of any kingdom that poses a threat to our country. I'm sure Queen Braun has a plan. There is no need for us to worry about such matters. Come now, we need your help. Some Lindblum soldiers have locked themselves up in the guest room. Alright, so right now we are in the Lindblum Castle. Kinda wanna go... oh, never mind, it's not letting me control that character. I wonder what Braun is going to do. Zidane, do we really have to go to the outer continent? Hey, what's up with you? You said you wanted to go. What if something happens to you or Vivi? I might not be okay on my own. Are you worried about me? What? Well, I mean, a princess needs her elite guards, you know? I'd be stranded without you guys. Are you trying to flatter me by calling me your elite guard? Sorry, I was only kidding. You'll be fine with me. What about you, Dagger? We don't know anything about the outer continent. I've made up my mind. I don't want my mother to commit any more atrocities. All right, then. I'll protect both you and Vivi. Thank you. Alright, here's Vivi, already waiting for us. Zidane, I'm so glad you're here. Vivi, where's Uncle Sid? He said, walk, wait here, and went away somewhere. Where could he be? What? I did it. I stopped a trolley between here and the Serpent Gate. What? That'll show them not to fool around in my castle. Now go. What? The excavation site's like a maze. Be careful not to get lost. And take this with you. It's a rag. You big dope, it's not just a rag. What? That's a national treasure of Lindblum. That is an ancient map of the entire world. Alright, Zidane, calling a map a rag, excuse me? Wow, thanks. Received world map, indeed. Now go, before they find you. Zidane, Vivi, please protect Princess Garnet. Okay. Uncle Sid. What? Don't worry about me. I'm stronger than I look. Now go. They'll squeeze all the Oglup oil out of my body if we're caught. Let's go, Dagger. Active time event. Let's hit it. My. They have an Oglup for a regent and buffoons for soldiers. Why do they take so long to load supplies? You two, I did not give you permission to rest. I understand that things are moving slow, but keep in mind that the next mission is about to begin. The machine over there stopped, and the trolley stopped coming. What? Yes, it made this strange walk sound. I wanted to go shopping before we left the harbor. Any word from the lookout? No, ma'am, nothing. This must be Regent Sid's doing. He's hiding something. Come with us, you two. Find the Regent. Yes, ma'am. Right, here we are. It must be the Serpent Gate. Let's check out what this guy's got. The excavation site. It's north of here. And kind of some strange monsters. Do we want to buy anything? Nice friend we already have. This is the... Oh, we do not have adamant fish though. Let's get some... Oh, we got high potions here. Now, let's get some potions then. Thank you very much, sir. Now let's check our equipment, because we got some new goods. The bronze vest for learning something on. But we learned auto potion with Vivi. The adamant vest doesn't help him learn anything, but it does boost stats. And Vivi, I'm sure you can learn. So, Peridot lets us learn from you. Do we need to equip? Let's look at Dagger. Do we need to equip Peridot to learn? We do. That's impressive. So we have to equip Peridot to learn Rama, but we're so close to ability up. We're going to keep that on for now. Then let's make sure we have our abilities equipped. Just loudmouth too. Prevents silence. It's good. We could turn off auto potion and get loudmouth, but auto potion is pretty nice. What else could we get rid of? We could get rid of Yelly. Ability up seems good. Antibody. Insomniac. Prevent sleep. Why is Insomniac so many points? Is sleeping just gonna happen more often? I think I'm gonna take off Jelly. Because we don't have that happen as often, the Petrify, even though Petrify is really bad. it's not as much of a thing, because loud enough, running silence, I think that'll happen more often. Anyway, let's equip Dagger. Actually, we don't have auto potion learned yet. We'll keep that. And then we can get VV an accessory that he can learn something from. Yes, the power belt helps him learn Fear Out. That's boosting stats. Okay. And now what we're gonna do is we're gonna save the game and we're gonna call it an episode. Hope you guys have enjoyed this episode. Get to see some cool cutscenes, and thankfully, Lindblum didn't get completely wiped out, unlike Clara. And I will see you guys in the next episode.